Have you ever done something good and quietly thought, I hope someone saw that? It's painful to admit, but a lot of people who look kind on the outside are driven less by conscience and more by the desire to be seen. You help someone, they praise you, and for a moment you feel important. But the next time you do good and no one notices, no one says, thank you, disappointment shows up. You feel strangely empty, almost wronged. You're not alone. It just means your sense of worth is plugged into other people's eyes, not your own heart. Thomas is a clear mirror of this, that he isn't a bad guy. He actually does a lot of good, but deep down, there's always a condition: someone has to be watching. One morning at the market, he sees an old woman struggling with heavy bags. He rushes over and, in a voice loud enough for others to hear, says, "Let me help you with that, ma'am." People turn, smile, and comment, "What a good young man." In that moment, Thomas feels a rush of warmth. He feels special, above the indifferent crowd. Later, he posts something like, "The best good deeds are the ones no one sees." The comments pour in, "So true, you're inspiring, the world needs more like you." Each reaction gives him a small high. He reads them over and over, soaking in the validation. Over time, Thomas carefully shapes his good guy image. He appears at the perfect moments, says the right moral things, always has a story about kindness ready. People call him kind-hearted and genuine, and he clings to those labels. But the more he clings, the more tired he becomes. He gets annoyed when gratitude feels too small, irritated when his stories don't impress like before. Quietly, he keeps asking, what more do I have to do for them to really see me? One evening, after a day of being good but feeling invisible, he sits alone at a street stall. An old man sits nearby. He looks ordinary, but everyone who walks by greets him with natural respect. No flattery, no performance, just genuine regard. Thomas can't ignore it. How can he do nothing special and still be respected? He wonders that he finally asks, "Sir, why does everyone respect you like that? Who are you?" The old man smiles. "I'm just an old man in this village." Thomas laughs awkwardly. "I do a lot of good things. People say I have a good heart. But I still feel like I'm acting. Like I have to keep performing to keep this image. Do you understand that?" The old man looks at him calmly and asks, "Do people praise you often?" "Yes, a lot," Thomas replies. "Then why?" The man says gently, "Do I see someone who is afraid of being forgotten?" The question hits harder than any criticism. Thomas has no reply. "If you're free tomorrow," the old man says, "come to the hill behind the village. I want to show you something." The next morning, they climb the hill. At the top stands a large oak tree, roots deep, branches wide. "Look at that tree," the old man says. "Does it shout to the village, 'Look at me, I'm giving you shade'?" Thomas smiles. "Of course not. It just stands there." The old man nods, then takes a small mirror from his pocket. He lifts it toward the sun, tilts it, and a sharp beam hits Thomas's eyes. Thomas squints. "This mirror," the man says, "is how you're living." The mirror has no light of its own, it only reflects. When the sun shines, it looks bright. When the sun goes away, it becomes nothing but a dark surface. When you do good only to be seen and praised, you're living like this mirror. As long as people are watching, you shine. When they look away, you feel like you disappear. Then he points to the oak. "A person with inner strength is like this tree. It pushes its roots deep into the ground where nobody can see. It grows in silence, through sun and storm. No one claps for it, but it keeps standing, shading, sheltering. Its value doesn't depend on how many people look at it, but on how deep it's rooted and how long it can endure. As the wind moves the branches, the tree sways but does not fall. Something in Thomas quietly shifts. He whispers, "But if I don't tell anyone what I do, how will they know I'm a good person? I'm scared they won't recognize me. I'm scared I'll be nobody." The old man doesn't lecture him. He simply says, "You're not missing value. You're just selling your value too cheap. You trade your goodness and effort for a few compliments and brief attention. You call that being appreciated, but really you're letting others decide what you're worth." No one calls Thomas fake, yet he suddenly sees how much of his life has been spent performing instead of being. That night, he stands in front of his mirror and asks himself a hard question: if tomorrow no one saw what I did and no one praised me, would I still want to do the right thing? The next day, he decides to try a different way of living. His neighbor's gate has been broken for months. Normally he'd fix it in broad daylight where everyone could see. This time, he waits until the village is asleep. Under a dim streetlight, he quietly repairs the hinges, adjusts the frame, and makes sure it swings smoothly. No photos, no posts, no audience. In the morning, the neighbor exclaims, "Who fixed this?" People guess, no one knows. Thomas walks by, says nothing, and feels a quiet warmth inside that he repeats this pattern. Paying off a poor woman's debt without leaving his name, stepping in to protect a child without telling the story later, choosing silence over subtle bragging. The hardest part is not doing the good, but resisting the urge to announce it. Whenever he wants to share and think, not bragging, just inspiring, he stops and asks, "If no one reacted, would I still want to post this?" If the answer is no, he lets it go. Slowly, something solid grows inside him. He no longer needs others to confirm that he's doing the right thing, he knows it himself. For the first time, he feels genuinely enough, without applause, without his name attached to every good deed, simply because he sees who he is when no one is watching. Over time, people still notice Thomas, but in a different way. They say, he doesn't talk much, but if he says he'll help, he really shows up, or, if something important needs to be done, give it to him. Respect, now, is not something he chases. It follows him like a shadow. You are not lacking value. You may just be trading it too cheaply for a few seconds of praise and a little spotlight that fades. Respect is not something you ask for, it's something you grow into. The weak chase the spotlight, the strong create real value in the dark, and let their light find its own way out.